shit. Oh shit. Alright, let's close out some of this stuff. There we go. Alright, let's see. Don't need that running? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Well, for the time being, I tried to talk to my pharmacist, and it kicked me back into the tournament. I think you want the tournament to red a little bit. You remember what the last day said?
Alright, so as soon as that starts playing. Get up in channel 2, baby. Alright, it's good to be back. God damn, it is good to be back, bro. Whew. Alright, now we got some different things to watch. Got some stuff to watch, man.
Hey, Pete. We got 72 hours before we start flipping your phone.
If we don't do what these guys want, we're all...
Oof. Ooh. See how many guild guys are online.
This is a quick little commentary. So a lot
6
of
guys.
people, all of us really, have been really biting our nails about the potential of AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania this year. Now, a lot of people are wondering, you know, should that match go on last? Is it the main event? Yada, yada, yada. We know how modern day WWE works. And actually, this is kind of WWE in general. Even though it's for the WWE Championship, even though that match is featuring the winner of the Royal Rumble, who supposedly should get the main event at WrestleMania, we know that the big marquee match, the one that more of the casual audience and WWE diehard audience want to see, I think is important, is Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. So that's probably going to be last. Roman's closed WrestleMania for the last 3 years. Now, what I think might be a good thing, it might be a good thing in this sense, we might be seeing another situation, and this is not because of ethnicity or the fact that AJ Styles has a Macho Man beard now, but we might be seeing another Steamboat Savage situation coming up here with Nakamura and AJ. For those of you who do remember, for those of you who don't, back in WrestleMania 3, the big, huge marquee main event, still one of the biggest wrestling events of all time. WrestleMania 3 was Hogan versus Andre. That was a big match that drew 90-some-odd thousand, or however many you think were there, or were there, it doesn't matter, to the Pontiac Silverdome and set records and made McMahon a whole bunch of money in '87 to spur the company on forward. But the match that stole the show was Steamboat and Savage. The match that right after Andre and Hogan was over, Jesse Ventura and Gorilla Monsoon on the broadcast were still going on about Hogan's music playing in the back, and Ventura's still going, man, but Steamboat and Savage, man, you know.
I'm sure that thought was in your mind. Well, in retrospect, I still feel that Dragon Steamboat stole the Macho Man Randy Savage Intercontinental title. If Animal Steel wouldn't have interfered, Macho would still be the champion. Plus, Macho had him pinned for about 30 or 40 seconds when the referee was out. That's right. Not the conscious effect, it was the Macho Man who brought him back. Well, that about wraps it up.
So, I think, even if Nakamura and AJ, which I highly doubt will close the show, We know what they can do. Any of us who saw their match at Wrestle Kingdom 10 know that was one of the best matches of that year. In my opinion, it was the match of the year that year in 2016. So we know what they can do. If they're going to do something like that here at a WrestleMania, that they're allowed to work their style for 25, 30 minutes or whatever it is, we're going to see a really, really amazing match. This is what we've wanted to see since AJ got there. This is what we've wanted to see since Nakamura got there. I think those two guys know what they've been given, the stage, the platform they're on.
Masego!
They're going to deliver. This is what, when we see guys like that go to, this is the position we want to see them. Sure, we want to see them in the main event, but they're still going to be on a big stage. They're still going to be given a lot of time. They're still going to be given a prime spot. And let's see what they can do. Let's see another Steamboat Savage kind of show-stealing performance by a match that then afterwards we all go, should have been in the main event. A match that afterwards everybody, after Reigns beats Lesnar, people are still going, yeah, but Nakamura and AJ was awesome, you know. So I think that's what's going to wind up happening. Well, I see that as a major possibility of that happening. Again, depending on the performance of Shinsuke and AJ, and I don't think they're going to let us down. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that AJ and Nakamura, not being the last match on the card, not being the main event, being somewhere around match 9, 10, or whatever on the card, doesn't have the potential to steal the show like Savage and Steamboat did at WrestleMania 3? Let your voice be heard and let your voice possible. Until then, if you like this video, if you like this channel, and definitely share this video on Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or whatever you talk about pro wrestling. Until then, see you guys for the news, rumors, and commentary here. All over. See you later.
There we go.
Things I do for you guys, man. The things I do for you. We're in the middle of a snowstorm right now. A nor'easter in the northeast. Rain, snow, sleet, a big storm coming in. It already started. Of course, we're filming something on location today. We're filming something kind of cool. And of course, it's the one day I can't be inside a warm, comfortable place sending out this video to you guys. So obviously this video will not be long, it'll be short. I did want to leave some comments about last night's SmackDown though, because it was the go-home show to Fastlane. And it didn't feel like it, obviously. First of all, my big gripe from last night, where was the New Day and Usos? Toe-to-toe, face-to-face, promo for promo, talk for talk. The New Day and the Usos should have been in that ring cutting a badass promo. That's what they do best together. Besides getting the ring and put out a damn good match. And you guys know I don't want to see them fight enough for 157th time, but I'm willing to concede and watch it one more time on Fastlane because in the ring they do mesh well together. There is good chemistry, but even more than that, I love them just microphone to microphone, man, promo to promo. That's where they cut some of their best work. And last night, they weren't even on the main show, man. Xavier Woods and Big E were taking on Gable and Benjamin before SmackDown in a dark match. That's a go-home show. Your Tag Team Championship segment isn't even on the show. That was really bad, man, and it's mind-boggling. Here we are the next morning, and I don't understand why you would keep a Tag Team Championship segment, one of your big matches for Fastlane, and not even really address it on the show. Makes zero sense to me at all. I will tell you who did cut a damn good promo last night, and that was Ruby Riott. Again, we all know Ruby Riott is gold on that microphone. She can go in the ring, but on the mic, that is her strength. And going toe-to-toe, mouthpiece to mouthpiece, promo to promo with Charlotte Flair, you know that's going to be gold, because Charlotte can go on that microphone. Charlotte, just like on Raw, Sasha Banks should have been heel all along. On SmackDown, Charlotte should have been heel all along. Charlotte does her best work as a heel. It's clear, it's obvious as day, man. And Charlotte should have never been a face because she's that Stephanie McMahon-esque type bitch character in WWE, where just her words, she's so damn good, you hate her because she is so damn good. You love how good she is. And, hold on guys, Bullet Train. That train's going about $1.60, man. So Ruby Riott and Charlotte had a good promo last night. It was kind of odd because glorious Bobby Roode comes out, his music strikes, Bobby Roode comes out, and all of a sudden we go to commercial, we come back, and the women are gone. Charlotte's gone, the Riot Squad's gone, and Bobby Roode is on commentary, and we cut to a Jinder Mahal-Randy Orton match, in which we see Jinder Mahal defeat Randy Orton. So Randy Orton just cannot get Jinder Mahal's number. Mahal beat him a bunch of times on pay-per-views last year, and then last night on SmackDown beats him again. So what does this say about Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode going forward? It looks to me, guys, like there's a triple threat for WrestleMania brewing, and Jinder Mahal is going to find his way in there. Why not? Schmozmania is in full gear, right? We got the Intercontinental Championship match.
What's going on, Soapy?
Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and Miz for the IC strap. Why not the US?
How you doing, man? Just noticed you there. You know, I gotta do something about that. I need a sound effect or something when people are chatting. Oh wait, I do have one. Pine Trip. Alright, man, it's good to hear, bro. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. I wonder if there's something I can add. Just whenever. Oh! Suck your space with that follow. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. That's an old follow message that just showed up. That's crazy. Huh. Okay. That's wild. Okay, well. Game's gonna do what it's gonna do. Oh my loot. All my loot. All of it is mine. Come on, give me that blood, man. Give me the blood. I needs it. I wants it. Kabong, I don't even know what that is. What happens? My target. Got him! Oh, damn. Stop fighting. Keep in business, bro. Keep in business. There you go. Am I in my picture for my gamer tag? Yeah, that's me. That'd be me. blood. Got the blood, baby. Got the blood. There we go. Alright, man. Alright, let's go turn some of these quests in. Let's see. I still need to kill 3 more of these fast sores. Fast sores. I need the blood. Blood. It needs it. I want it. I need that EXP, brother. Do I have anything that my EXP game? Yes, EXP boost. Let's take that. Let's take that, baby. Take that. Bad boy. Alright. Get him! There you go. Wise pot? Putting that work. Give me blood. Give me blood. Give me blood. Kind of lag kills me every time. I didn't get the blood. Didn't get the blood. I need the blood, man. I need it. Masenko! Come on, man. Get these. Get these. Got him! There we go, man. Need to get these boys the business. Y'all need to get the business. That's all y'all need in your lives. You need these hands in your life. I'm finna give them to you. I'm finna give them to you. I'm finna give you enlightenment. There we go. There we go. Get him. Get him. Give me the blood. Give me the blood. You did not give me the blood. Give me the blood. Where the fast stars at, man? They're not respawning. This is a problem. This is the problem for me. I need these guys to respawn so I can kill them. Okay, good. There we go. Oh. What's the problem, man? Oh, I haven't set an RP ability for Masenko, have I? Give me the blood. Just give me that life, man. Let's give it to me, man. There they go, man. There they go. Alright, we're gonna turn in these quests. We got 2 that are immediately close by. I'm gonna turn in. We got a single one that I need to turn in. Come on, man. Hey, aren't you NPCs? You know how to be helping and shit? Oh, give me my business, boy. Giving him a Masenko. Oh, with the RP ball shot. There we go. Fuck out of here, son. Fuck out of here. Are we done now? Do I have no more quests from you? Great. Same thing like you. Alright, let me see what we got here. What did we get? We got a large capsule kit. We got a bunch of large capsule kits. We're good. We're good on that. Alright, so let me find the goods merchants. The merchant, my merchant. Alright, Majin. I can use that next level. I might be able to do something with that. We'll sell that. Human. Keep that one. Do I not have pants that I can wear? Huh. I can't believe that shit. Your boy is balling. Balling! Alright. Balling out of control right now, I guess. Oh, it's racks on racks on racks. On racks. Alright, let's see. Oh, we got 2 more quests to turn in. Let's let's get back to the review.
Have the same thing over on SmackDown.
Yes,
another triple threat schmoz. Jinder Mahal, Randy Orton, Bobby Roode. Last night, again, guys, Jinder Mahal picked up a win over Randy Orton. It's cool that Jinder Mahal didn't fall into obscurity after he lost the World Heavyweight Championship and didn't fall into jobber territory. So that's cool that Jinder Mahal is getting wins. But if you're promoting Randy Orton and Bobby Roode up front, shouldn't Randy Orton be getting W's right now? Having him lose against fucking Jinder Mahal, just none of it makes sense to me, guys. I don't even know if you guys can even hear me, man. I got bullet trains going by me at $160 miles per hour. We're in the middle of a fucking snowstorm. We're in the middle of fucking nowhere, really. Man, I'm gonna try to cut this as fast as I can, guys. Becky Lynch overtaking Carmella last night. On one hand, it's cool. Becky Lynch wins, right? Becky Lynch out of obscurity and actually not only is featured on the show, but picks up a W. But on the other hand, guys, can Carmella afford to be losing right now? Carmella is your Money in the Bank briefcase holder. Now, yeah, it's fun that she's not answering questions backstage or playing with pancakes or in some stupid angle where she's got somebody tied up on a leash, like James Ellsworth. But when she finally cashes in, are we gonna give a fuck about not only the Money in the Bank briefcase, are we gonna give a fuck about Carmella? It doesn't look like she's it looks to me like it's gonna be a failed casting, guys, because it looks like Vince McMahon has no stock at all in Carmella.
Oh,
Becky Lynch picks up a tap-out victory over Carmella last night. AJ Styles, we talk about a good promo between Ruby Riott and Charlotte. Dolph Ziggler and AJ Styles had a damn good promo last night as well, which led into a match with Dolph Ziggler and AJ Styles, a really good match. We didn't get to see who would have won, but that's probably for the best, because AJ Styles cannot afford a loss here. AJ Styles is your World Heavyweight Champion. We've already seen him lose enough nonsensical matches. He can't lose another one against Dolph. On the other hand, Dolph Ziggler cannot stand to take any losses right now. Dolph Ziggler needs to look like a true contender to something, anything. Dolph Ziggler needs win after win to really build up some type of momentum at all. So I'm glad that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn had a run-in and basically made this a no contest. Shane McMahon came out and made this a fatal five-way by bringing out Baron Corbin and said, hey, let's to get everybody basically interested in a six-pack challenge, let's have another schmoz match to get us interested in that schmoz match. So we had a fatal five-way. It was a decent match, I guess you could say, for a fatal five-way. I just don't like schmoz matches. But the way this match ended was the best part. Sami Zayn pretty much turns on Kevin Owens. Owens takes out AJ Styles off the apron. Owens goes to turn around, one hell of a haluva kick. I mean, I heard this thing, you could hear this thing from planet Mars, man. A badass haluva kick, knocks Kevin Owens out, 1, 2, 3, Sami Zayn with a big-time victory. That was cool to see, but just a couple weeks ago, wasn't Sami Zayn saying, I'm just gonna lay down for you and let you win the championship? And now all of a sudden, what? It was a change of heart that fast? Fuentes or Charlie Caruso, one of those females were up on the, where the Tron is, and they were interviewing Sami Zayn after the match, and they just said, why? And Sami Zayn is like, I'm the most underutilized talent on this fucking roster. Not just on SmackDown, on the fucking, in WWE. And it's my time. And everyone knows I'm the best performer. Blah, blah, blah. Sami Zayn going on now? Now you fucking do this? After over a year of everyone telling you that, and over a year you should have been saying this? That should have been your character? Now you're gonna say that shit? Better late than never, man. At least Sami Zayn said it. So, I mean, it's cool to see Sami Zayn, you know, finally has this change of heart. Sami Zayn's finally stepping up and standing up for his own career. It just doesn't make sense. Why would it be now? It screams WWE is in panic mode. They just try anything possible to garner any last-second interest, even if it means abandoning their own stories. I hate that shit, man. If you're gonna come up with a story, stick with it. If it's really fucking bad and really garbage, you should have known that from the beginning. Not in a last-second panic. So now, all of a sudden, it looks like Zayn and Owens won't be working together. But don't be fooled. Come Fastlane, they're gonna be working together. This was a last-ditch effort by Vince and WWE to garner last-second interest. Did not feel like a go-home show at all. Doesn't feel like WrestleMania season, man. But hopefully Fastlane changes everything. Hopefully Fastlane kicks it into high gear, man. I'll go in with no expectations, and hopefully we come out with a damn good show. I gotta get warm somehow, guys. This is gonna take all day long to...
Human sage, is revenge not all you desire? I know the one who destroyed your world. I know the one who destroyed your love. Who?
The legend of Aesir, a legend from the dawn of time. A struggle caused the trinity of realities to be split into three realms: light, darkness, and chaos. And the one that ruled the chaos became known as Aesir. Aesir's eyes were truly the eyes that created the world. Aesir pitied the humans for their naivete and lack of free will, so the power he wielded was split into two equal halves: the right eye of light and the left eye of darkness. The inheritors of the eyes of Aesir had been granted the power of creation.
The eyes?
That's right. The eyes of the world, controlled by a luminous sage, Hunger Witch.
Now it's time to be naughty. You'll have to do better than that to earn a tip, man. You always know how to make an entrance shot. A rare sight to see you in the city. Just had something I had to look into. Our friends in Paradiso are far too quiet.
Something's up. The balance of powers that keep things in check don't feel right.
Fraser! What am I up against? The real gates of hell. I don't even know why I'm so damn sure I need to go to that mountain. But I know I have to.
Time's almost up. Wait a minute. You better start creating miracles.
Release my Umbran sister.
Now, Umbra Witch, the left eye of darkness must return from whence it came.
What's up, guys? PC Amplified. This is Amplified booking for WWE Fastlane this Sunday. We skipped Q&A, Amplified Q&A, as many of you guys know. If there is a chance that I can get that out to you guys this weekend, I will definitely get that out to you. We're just behind because, as you can see, we're still not in our normal setting or atmosphere making these videos. We're actually hunkered down in a hotel in southern Jersey right now. We're stuck. You guys recall the last video I made for you guys was the Tuesday SmackDown review reaction video. And during that video, it was only a 10-minute video, and that's because during that video, we were in the middle of a blizzard. The second I started filming that video, the rain, the snow, the sleet, the wind all started coming right at me, man. So we were filming that video in the middle of a blizzard, the start of a blizzard. It got so bad that we had to end the scenes that we were shooting for this project that day. And we all had to try to make it back to our respective homes. I say try, because none of us made it too far. It got so bad that no trains were running to New York City or even parts of New Jersey. A lot of us live, the power went out. And to this very day, here we are a couple of days later now, and or what is it, 24 hours later, right? It seems like a couple of days already, but the power is still out. Where I live, it's not supposed to be restored until Saturday morning. And that's what they think. So we don't know. Hopefully that's going to be sooner. Hopefully it's not much later. But because of travel and because of no power, no hot water, no food in our refrigerator is probably all bad and done by now. I think you're only allowed 4 hours in the fridge when the power goes out. Now, obviously, if you're a little bit of a rebel like me, you can extend that 6, 7, 8, 9 hours. But I think if food drops below 40 degrees, something like that, or above 40, I think it is, above 40 in the fridge, I think you gotta start throwing out your food. So, a bunch of reasons why we're pretty much hunkered down right now. Hopefully tomorrow we can head back home and start making videos in our normal atmosphere. But that's just a little bit of backstory.
Get him! Get him!
In this setting right now, why we're in a hotel making this video, why we never made it home yet, and why we skipped Amplified Q&A. We got hit by a blizzard, and your boy BC never made it home yet, so a lot of things, man. It's been a crazy 48 hours for sure. But dedication right here, man. That's how much I love you guys. I'm going to pump out videos as best I can, and that's what I hope to do, man. Any way that I can upload this video, I will do such. So, yeah, let's get into it, man. I got a Starbucks. I got another one. This is my 5th one of the day, so it's a small, because it is my 5th one. Probably not my last.
Yes, Dragon Ball!
Amplified Q&A, Amplified booking for WWE Fastlane. Let's get into match number 1. Now, first up, guys, I want to go with the women. I want to start off with the tag team match of Naomi and Becky Lynch versus Carmella and Natalya. This is basically just another 6-woman tag, but trimming it a little bit, right? Trimming off one person, and now it's 2 versus 2. But we've basically seen these women in every type of match, either singles or tag.
Which time riff is this? I'm gonna see if one I've done already. Oh no, I haven't done this one. World Tournament. This one's important. The Tenkaichi Budokai. Oh yeah, this one's really important. Get the dash here. Yes, sir. All right. All right, let's get it.
Or 6-women or 8-woman tag or what have you. Becky Lynch, Naomi together versus Carmella and Natalya. It's nothing new to me. It's nothing that's intriguing. I think this has to be. If you think about it, Carmella really could use a victory here, some momentum. She is the briefcase holder, but there's no way Becky Lynch and Naomi, 2 women that are supposed to be your faces, your big-time faces for that brand, of all of WWE women, if you think about it, it's Naomi and Becky Lynch. There's no way that they can be dug deeper into obscurity. They need a win more than anyone here, because it's clear they don't have any path to WrestleMania. It would be even worse for them if they were to lose a nonsensical Fastlane match, a B-rated pay-per-view. I just don't see how you could have 2 of your top faces for the females drop a match like this. It has to be Naomi and it's got to be Naomi and Becky Lynch, guys.
Get him, Chi-Chi, get him!
I would love to have given that to Carmella. Natalya, I don't see what that would do for her at all. Carmella could have used it, but Naomi and Becky Lynch absolutely. Take this match. Now, Carmella can save face a little bit here. She's not going to be just thrown out on the side of the road in my book. Because later on, we have the Women's Championship match. Charlotte defending her title against Ruby Riott.
I mean, I would say look cooler, but speakers are all about sound.
Don't settle. Shop eBay for speakers you really want from all the best brands. eBay.
Liv Morgan will be down by ringside, Sarah Logan, the rest of the Riot Squad. I see Charlotte winning this match. It should be a very good match. I hope they give them at least 8 minutes. 8 minutes? 8 minutes? 17 or 18 minutes at least, guys, because Ruby Riott can go in that ring. I think Charlotte and Ruby, if they give them enough time, could be actually a sleeper match where everyone's kind of sleeping on it, and all of a sudden, boom, it actually delivers. So, if that match actually ends up being good, just remember the Amplified Man had high hopes for that match. If they give him the time of day for it. But in the very end, I think Ruby gives a good showing, but Charlotte has to pick up the W. Now, at the end, this is where some fun stuff happens, right? You have Carmella. First of all, Charlotte picks up the win, so this pisses off the Riot Squad. So obviously, Liv, Sarah, and Ruby jump Charlotte in the middle of the ring. So even though Charlotte wins, she gets jumped afterwards. The Riot Squad is pissed off. This brings out Carmella. Everybody, there is a little buzz, even though Carmella's kind of been pushed into obscurity, no momentum at all for Carmella. People are pretty much forgotten about Carmella, that she even has the briefcase. Once she comes out, either her music can play or she just comes running out with a different official, there'll be a little bit of a buzz, some excitement. Oh shit, Carmella's cashing in. So Carmella will get in, the Riot Squad will look at Carmella like, whatever dude. They'll look at each other like, we did our job, let's get the fuck out of here. Carmella will be the only one left in the ring. She gives the briefcase to the ref goes to ring the bell, you know, tell the ring announcer Carmella's cashing in. All of a sudden, Asuka's music hits. That's right, Asuka is in attendance at Fastlane. Asuka comes down to the ring, nobody knows what to think, crowd's going nuts, what's going down? Carmella's pissed off. This is my time, this is my moment, this is my opportunity to cash in, become champion of the world. What the hell are you doing in this ring? You're supposed to be on Raw. I don't care where you're supposed to be, anywhere but stealing my moment. And she's pretty much like pushing Asuka out of the way, get the hell out of the ring. Asuka has enough. Swift roundhouse backhand or even a roundhouse back kick to Carmella, pretty much just knocking her down to the mat. It ruins the cash-in, so Carmella still has the cash-in. I don't think anything should be attempted actually until WrestleMania for Carmella. I still think it's going to be and should be a failed cash-in, like Baron Corbin, but I don't think it should actually be cashed until WrestleMania. But this would be a fun moment for Carmella, a good tease, and a good way to make her relevant again. And a great way for Asuka to make it known what her intentions are for Mania. Because after she knocks out Carmella, pretty much out of the ring, Asuka gets on the mic and tells Charlotte, as Charlotte starts to come to from the beating that the Riot Squad gave Charlotte, Charlotte starts to waken a little bit, and Asuka's looking down. No physicality between Asuka and Charlotte. Asuka just grabs the mic and tells Charlotte, I'll see you at WrestleMania. That's it. You ain't gotta overbook this shit. Asuka has made her intentions clear because Asuka never said who she was gonna face at WrestleMania. We all assumed it would be Alexa Bliss, but I see Alexa Bliss going a different way. Unfortunately, it looks like Alexa and Nia only. That belt should have been for Raw, Sasha Banks and Bayley, I feel. But I think Asuka, the best case scenario is Asuka going over to SmackDown and taking on Charlotte. So that's the greatest way in my booking to make that happen. Next up, guys, is we'll do Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev. Kind of thrown together last second.
Nice. Oolong! Because it's not really Goku. Alright. Chi-Chi joins my party! But of course that bitch can dash and I can't. Why are you so slow? Because I don't know how to do what you just did. Kare187, what's good? Welcome to the channel. Oh, look at this. Look at this big motherfucker. Oh, bitch. Give him that business. Oh. Yeah. Give him the business too. Power and Senko, bitch. Yes, sir. Back to the podcast.
It's funny, Rusev had the chance. He had so much momentum and fan reaction behind him that Rusev could have been huge going into WrestleMania with a huge spot on that card. And it's incredible. It is absolutely mind-boggling to think that Rusev isn't even going to be on the card unless we do some swift booking in Fastlane to get himself a spot on the card. But if you look at the rumored 13 matches for WrestleMania, some of them already set in stone, but 13 matches that we know of, Rusev is nowhere on that card.
Devour. Mac and cheese and bacon.
So you put him in a match 14 or a match 15, which will obviously probably be kickoff. It's just, it's mind-blowing to me, guys. That was Vince literally saying, we hear you, duly noted, and we don't feel the same about you that you guys do. And we do not want to push Rusev. In fact, we're going to take him off of TV. We're going to put him in losing matches. We're going to put him in nonsensical matches. We're going to throw him in wherever we see fit. They did everything possible to kill this guy's momentum, and he still gets big fan reaction. So, I don't know, this match is just odd to me that they would throw him in there against a guy Shinsuke who was going to steal 50% of his thunder. I think that was Vince's thing. Let's steal a lot of Rusev's thunder. You know, Shinsuke does get a good reaction from the crowd. A lot of people love Shinsuke. Kids are starting to really gravitate toward him. So you're going to have a 50-50 type reaction in there. So I don't know what Vince's whole plan was in this, especially Shinsuke going into one of your main events at WrestleMania. Why do you want his reaction?
Yes, I've learned how to dash.
Anyway, this isn't about trying to figure out what Vince is doing. This is my booking. Since that match was already made, my job now is to book that son of a bitch. You don't have to overbook this. Shinsuke Nakamura has to win this. Everything I just said about Rusev is true, but you backed me into a corner. You booked Shinsuke versus Rusev, with Shinsuke going into the main event at Mania against AJ Styles. One of the main events, anyway. There's no way I can have Shinsuke Nakamura lose this match. Not even in a funky way, or there's a cheap roll-up. No, this has to be a definitive, clear 1-2-3 by Shinsuke over Rusev, and that sucks. After the match, I would love to see maybe Shinsuke pick up the mic. He doesn't, you know, you don't have to have him do 4 or 5 sentences on the microphone. That's not his strong suit. But just drop a line, kind of like Asuka telling Charlotte, "I'll see you at WrestleMania." Maybe Nakamura tells Rusev after a long-fought 19, 21-minute battle. Nakamura tells Rusev, "I love Rusev Day." And the crowd maybe will get a good pop out of that. Rusev and Shinsuke share, you know, some respect with each other. I don't care if Vince wants Rusev to be a heel or not, man. He's over, and I think you should do a little handshake deal there, a little smile, a little fucking bro hug, whatever you got.
Yes!
But there's no,
I have learned it!
You can't put Rusev a little bit over after this match. So, in some way, I don't care if I'd be cool with, like, Mojo Rawley coming out of nowhere, attacking Rusev after the match, setting up a little kickoff battle at WrestleMania, because at this point, we'll take Rusev on the kickoff show rather than nothing, right? I mean, Rusev totally being off of WrestleMania just doesn't seem right. So, even if he's on the kickoff show, but you built up a cool storyline to at least get people pissed off enough to say, hey, that match shouldn't be on the kickoff, it should be on the main show. Mojo versus Rusev for the next 4 weeks, a little feud. Maybe Aiden English turns on Rusev, and that'll be a little fun feud going. I just feel like Rusev deserves something.
Let's not break up him and Aiden English, because he won't be doing shit if that's the case.
This guy has to have something after he loses that match. A little pop, a little show of respect, a sign that WWE does duly note how we feel about Rusev. But again, guys, that's all after the match. That's all in the future. The Shinsuke-Rusev match, Shinsuke has to win that match. He's in the main event, one of the main events at Mania for the strap. There's no way we can go anywhere other way than that. And as far as the tag team championships, the New Day versus the Usos, the 157th time that they're meeting each other, is what it seems.
Seems like it.
I see the Usos going over here. The Usos have had those straps for a long time now. They deserve it going into WrestleMania, where that's where they should lose it. It looks like the New Day is still going to be involved in WrestleMania with the Usos anyway, with the Bludgeon Brothers. It looks like another triple threat, this time a tag match. So, Usos have there's no reason for the Usos to drop these straps. They keep the titles, and after the match, the Bludgeon Brothers come out, wreak havoc on everybody, not just the Usos. If you're going to have the New Day in a triple threat tag match for WrestleMania anyway, I want the Bludgeon Brothers beating the living shit out of the New Day and the Usos. They just strike, and they strike with vengeance. I don't want them coming out and just doing a little after-match attack. I want the Bludgeon Brothers coming out and being one of the huge stories the next morning after Fastlane. I want everyone talking about the beating the Bludgeon Brothers gave the New Day and the Usos. This will set up something really cool for WrestleMania. But again, the Usos need to from the New Day. So next up, we're going to do the United States Championship match. Now, obviously, there's 3 rumored triple threat matches for WrestleMania. There's the triple threat tag team match I just talked about. That's a rumor for WrestleMania. There's obviously the triple threat IC strap match that's already happening. Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Miz. And then Jinder Mahal, Randy Orton, and Bobby Roode. So don't hate the messenger. That's just the rumors, man. So working in those
Alright, making that money, baby.
My booking.
Got 5 Dragon Balls and 2 more.
$2 $3 menu has
Make a
breakfast,
wish.
so you can use it to build the I forgot to set my alarm clock meal.
I definitely know what I'm gonna wish for too.
Bring the crowd a little bit back down. Not gonna overbook this match for sure, because the main event is gonna have a lot of moving parts. So in this match, we're not gonna have anything over the top newsworthy anyway. I want Jinder Mahal and a Singh brother to be front row. I want them to look like they bought a ticket. Not the commentary booth, not coming down the aisle or at ringside. I want them literally in the front row, like part of the crowd, like they bought a ticket. I think that's a lot more fun in this match, a lot more interesting. And I want the camera to keep cutting at that, and I want them to be really involved and over-animated in this match. A bunch of times I want Randy Orton and Jinder Mahal to have more beef than Bobby Roode and Jinder Mahal. And every time Orton goes around to that area where Jinder Mahal is sitting with the same brother, something happens where Jinder Mahal is heckling him. Another time, like he's throwing popcorn at him. Another time, like Jinder Mahal acts like he's talking to a Singh brother animatedly and accidentally throws a soda at Randy Orton. And eventually, I want Orton to just grab Jinder Mahal, and Jinder Mahal just clocks Randy Orton. And the referee sees that, he rings the bell, man. That's a disqualification on Bobby Roode. Randy Orton wins the match via DQ, but Bobby Roode keeps his strap. This is the easiest way, in the way not to overbook this thing, because again, we got a main event coming up that has a lot of moving parts, like I said, so you can't overbook this. So this is a good way to keep this going for the triple threat at WrestleMania, and really keep the tension really between the two contenders, Randy Orton and Jinder Mahal. By keeping the focus on that, you can make it more believable that a triple threat is what needs to happen here.
Exactly.
Rather than making it seem like we're just throwing everybody in there, which I can't stand. At least, the audience is seeing, oh shit, like, I can see where Randy Orton's coming from. He's got to have a fair shot. But I can also see where Jinder Mahal's coming from, man. He's been in this picture for several weeks now. He needs his shot now. Let him just go in there, go to war with all 3 of them, and let's see who comes out on top. So I think that story is best told if you keep the tension on Orton and Mahal. And Bobby Roode is kind of like the middleman. Like, they're both kind of fucking with me. I want to get past both of you to move on with my life and my championship run. To do that, if I need to take you both out of WrestleMania, then that's what I'm going to do. And again, that story really kicks in the high gear at Fastlane. Jinder Mahal in the crowd, front row, cost Randy Orton's strap, but Randy Orton does pick up the win via DQ because Jinder Mahal was like, you're going to grab me, I'm going to knock you the fuck out. And everybody's pissed off in the end. Bobby Roode, even though he keeps his championship, he lost the match. Randy Orton got fucking punched in the face by Jinder Mahal and cost him the championship. And Jinder Mahal just wants an opportunity at the strap. All roads lead to WrestleMania, but the seeds are planted big time. But this brings us to the main event, 6-pack challenge. My understanding of the rules, same as a triple threat or a fatal 4-way or a 5-pack challenge. It's not elimination from what I know. It's just 6 participants. First one to score a pinfall or submission to pick the winner. And this is Dolph Ziggler, Baron Corbin, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, the champion, and John Cena. Now, one of the rumored 13 matches that I'm hearing from Mania is Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. Well, if that's the case, I can work in the confines of that storyline in my booking. I would have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn from the get-go just start beating the shit out of each other. All over the arena. Why have them in the match, partaking in the 6-pack challenge just to both be losers when both will need to be elevated at this point, not just pushed into obscurity. So why not make this feud, why not really kick it into high gear? Rather than just have them 2 more casualties.
God damn it. God damn it. It's fucking frogs. Come out of the damn water. bitch. So are we done now? Fuck, dude. Dude, what the fuck? No. We're good now? Done fighting that damn thing? Okay, my videos don't have to play.
Welcome back to Wrestling and Ranting, and yeah, I'm getting back to doing some videos. Had a couple days off, but we were gonna do something that I should have said I was gonna do a long time ago. Did it one time. I'm gonna try to do this more regularly. Trying to find a good format for this. So I'm gonna try this out today. But mailbag. We're going to see some of the comments that you guys have left on YouTube and Twitter, and answer any questions and comment on some of the stuff that you guys have said. So we got Planescape here, who says, how the hell did Taka versus Naito steal the best match? Taichi, sorry, versus Naito steal the best match. Taichi really proved it was his character who was a bad wrestler and not him. Hopefully his move to heavyweight division keeps this up. Yeah, Taichi, my goodness, he, I don't like Taichi. I never did. And the goofiness of the pants and everything, but man, that match with Naito was pretty damn cool. Let's go to Clifton Smith here. Bro, Ray's Wrestling, Liger, and Cali, of course, he'll be there. Impact is about to pick in business. Go ahead and start covering them. People really want me to cover Impact. I did look at Sami Callihan putting somebody's eye out, but yeah, Impact is going to be, I think, I'm still going to be doing once a month the Watch More Wrestling series, where I watch a wrestling show for a couple of weeks that I usually don't watch on the regular. So Impact definitely is on the list for that this year. So I will be watching a good 4 or 5 episodes of Impact probably in the next couple of months. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'm hoping that Ray is going to be available for the Strong Style show. So we'll see here. Let's see here. I've been looking at all your comments here. Let's see when okay. Anwar agrees with me. I've had no use for Taichi for many years. But he can give us that level of effort. He will be a great addition to the heavyweight division, depending on how he does versus Tanahashi. Maybe down with him challenging for the Never Championship. That would be cool. Big Yuck says Suzuki has lost his freaking mind, and I love every second of it. Yes, Suzuki is awesome. Nor Suzuki, like Kieran says, about 50 years old, and he's one of the coolest. I just love watching Suzuki matches. They are just, man, they're just awesome. Let's see here. I'm trying to go to a different video pretty soon. So let's see. Smooth S. Off topic, but I have, let's read this whole, wow, this is a lot. Off topic, but I have now come up with my own personal top 20 best workers today. I'm just going to read the names and not everything else. He's got AJ number 1, Asuka number 2, Hiroshi Tanahashi at 3, Io Shirai at number 4. We got Kazuchika Okada, Kenny Omega, Kento Miyagi. I'd probably put Kento a little bit higher. Yeah, well, no, I wouldn't. As I'm looking at who you got above, and because like initially I go, I'm going to give him a little bit more love, but Keith Lee, absolutely. I need to watch more Keith Lee matches. Absolutely. Kota Ibushi, number 9, Matt Riddle, Michael Elgin. I might disagree with you on that one, but let's see, Powerhouse Wrestling, great moveset. Yeah, and they're both Marufuji. I'm not sure, but this is your list, so cool for your list. Ricochet, yeah. Ishikawa, definitely. Tetsuya Naito, Tomohiro Ishii, Volador Jr., absolutely. Walter, you see, Walter's one that I have only seen like bits and pieces. My wrestling viewership has really slacked the last 2 weeks. I really need to get to watch more wrestling, as I say. I did watch, I will be doing watch more wrestling because I did watch one particular company in February, so I will be doing that pretty soon. Well, Ospreay, absolutely, Zack Sabre Jr. Pool. Yeah, I agree with all that. It's just this part, and again, I don't have to agree with your list. It doesn't matter to your list, it's your list. But for me personally, I would look at this and go, well, Marufuji under Elgin. I'm not sure about that, but, cool. Let's go. Let's see if we can cover comments in another video. Here's one for the retrospect. NYC MES Bronx. I guess New York City, South Bronx, I guess. I'm not from New York, if you couldn't tell. Smoothest portion of WrestleMania 2 was Chicago because Monsoon was there directing.
Devour. Mac and cheese and bacon.
traffic, in my opinion, of course, and I agree with that opinion. Yeah, Monsoon, newer fans are not going to notice because, Monsoon's been gone for a while. But man, Gorilla Monsoon is so, he doesn't get enough credit when you talk about some of the greatest commentators of all time. I might have to redo my top 10 list too to put him on there. I think I probably must not. But Monsoon is one of the greatest. He was the voice of 80s WWF wrestling that a lot of us from my generation grew up with. He was really, really good. United Soul says NJPW seems to be taking step by step for arenas due to insecurity of interest. I agree with you that they should have booked the big convention center rather than the middle of the pyramid, but I can understand why they went with the smaller building. I think next time they go to Long Beach, it will indeed be the big building. What is great, but also sucks, is that this show sold out even quicker than the G1 special last year, and would have sold out in under 12 minutes if the online sales site hadn't stalled briefly after opening up. That's very true. It's great for New Japan and for the fans here in the US, as it will probably generate more shows here. However, it sucks because this time I wasn't able to buy tickets. I hope they will decide to feature more seating. Yeah, and I covered this in this video, and the Walter Pyramid, I looked it up, and I'm trying to bring it up. There you go. This is off their Wikipedia site. So, the Walter Pyramid, and they have it listed here, an 8,000 seat indoor multi-purpose arena. Now, we don't know how many tickets will be sold, but the original configuration was supposed to be around 4,800. I think that was what the default is. But then you go into the details here, and then the capacity jumps all over the place. So, on this side, they say the capacity is 8,500 mean numbers today. 8,500 capacity seats. And then they have the caveat here with additional seating, a record attendance of 6,912 occurred in November 16. Now, I looked at this page a while ago, and the seating capacity was slated at 4,800. So I have no idea how many people. I'm assuming it's closer to the 4,800 because this is new. This was not here back in January when I looked at this. It did not say 1,000. It said 4,800. And then they said the maximum capacity that they ever did was 6,912. So that is definitely curious. Now. There is a part here where they talk about the fact that the place has got retractable. If you look it up, you'll see that the way the Walter Pyramid is designed is really interesting and innovative design. Apparently, the rafters fold up to the ceiling, and then they can hold them down for additional seating. So that's why the seating numbers change for different shows, and they have that additional seating stuff. So it's pretty cool. I'll see when I get there because I'll be there at the end of the month. So I'm very curious. That event's going to have such a great atmosphere. I'd like to see it. Let's go here. Adam Dark Maker says, poor Dolph Ziggler was doomed since day one. That was on my Raw recap show. And Ziggler apparently re-signed his contract, whatever. Dolph's making his money, so, that's what he wanted. Cool. Good for him. We would have liked to see him in other places to see what he could do against other stars, but, he's a WWE lifer, and for him, nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. AMR for life. I feel like Hiroshi Tanahashi or Tetsuya Naito will win the New Japan Cup. I would have said Naito was in contention until what happened at the anniversary show, because I think the Suzuki-gu thing is going to be where they're going with that. Suzuki-gu versus LIJ, it looks like it's starting. And it looks like Taka and Taichi are bound and determined to embarrass Naito, which means Naito losing to Zack Sabre Jr. in the first round of the New Japan Cup. So after that, I really think Naito's not going to get past the first round. Hiroshi Tanahashi is kind of like everybody's go-to right now. Now that we know what the scenario could be. Tanahashi is he holds the most amount of successful title defenses for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. So Okada needs one more successful title defense to break Tanahashi's record. So this is kind of a thing of Tanahashi trying to defend his own record. Now, wouldn't it be? It would be cool I hate bringing up WWE, but it would be cool if Flair could defend his record title reigns against John Cena in WWE, but of course, you know, that is what it is. But I think this kind of thing is cool, where you have records like this, where you have two active wrestlers and one, Okada's defending his title, and Tanahashi's defending his record, so it adds this really interesting wrinkle to the whole match. And that's, again, what we always talk about. To people who say that New Japan doesn't have any storytelling, it has storytelling. The stories are very competitive-based stories. They're not soap opera stories. They're competition-based stories. They're, I see where this is going. That's a great story. As they are, they're sports stories. They're not drama stories. Again, I would say New Japan is more sports than it is entertainment. WWE is more entertainment than it is sports. Let's do a couple more here from the mailbag. Somebody hasn't been before. John Hole. You remind me of Seven Dustly Singer. I'm half expecting you to start singing beats. That's awesome. Thank you, John. That was funny. Wrestling with Wings. Never heard of this one before. Let's see, maybe a French theory, but I wonder if they have Ibushi win the cup. That's also a possibility. There'll be Naito in there, possibly, and then go on to upset for the IWGP belt over Okada. And jealousy inside the Golden Lovers. I love how he even went to the dude. You are wrestling with Wings. You're awesome because you even went to the trouble of putting the star between the Golden Lovers and asking. That's awesome. see Omega win the G1 again, and then Ibushi versus Omega blow out at Wrestle Kingdom 13. Yeah, that's definitely one of the scenarios going forward from now up till next Wrestle Kingdom 13, to see how if that's going to happen. I know it's maybe too soon to pull the trigger, but insanity would ensue. Yeah, I have been thinking that for a while. I'm thinking for now we're going to get, and I think that's why a lot of people feel like they're rushing the Bullet Club breakup storyline, that they thought it would have happened later on at Dominion. I think they're going to do that. Cody, the Bucks, Golden Lovers, they're going to, everybody else involved with Bullet Club, they're going to, I think a lot of that might be because I think if you're right, and this is something else I've also thought, if Ibushi winds up being the one to beat Okada, and then we wind up with like Omega winning the G1 or reversing that, one way or another, that is a great match. Now I think maybe Omega might be the one to beat, because the rumors come up every Wrestle Kingdom about whether or not Kenny Omega is going to WWE after Wrestle Kingdom in whatever year, and because he only signed a 1 year extension on contract. So that's going to come up again. Who knows? But I think, I mean, that would be a cool way, if this is only his last year in Japan, that'd be kind of a cool way to go out, for him to go out with a, you know, whatever star match against Kota Ibushi at Wrestle Kingdom 13 for the IWGP Championship. I think at that point, he will have done I think that is something that he would go, that I have now done everything I can do in Japan. That would be his ultimate dream. You have to imagine, you know, just note this here when you heard from the guy in interviews, him going out his last match in New Japan, being against Kota Ibushi at Wrestle Kingdom in the Tokyo Dome for IWGP Championship. I don't think he could go out of New Japan in a better way. I still hope he doesn't leave New Japan.
You want pepperoni. They want pineapple. No problem.
I hope New Japan continues to grow and he decides to stay there, but you know, reality is reality, and eventually most of these guys eventually go into the WWE, and you know, whether or not they like it or not. I mean, it is what it is. A couple more here. Let's do. Wow, man, I gotta really like comments. I gotta read more of this stuff. Let's see. Trying to find stuff that's not New Japan. Let's see. Wow. Okay, here we go. Juan Roland commented on my Elimination Chamber video. He said, 100% agree with you. Strowman should be main eventing at WrestleMania. I cannot stress that enough. A lot of us here in the community, whatever, said that. A lot of fans are saying that it is right now, it is Braun Strowman's time. Much like 4 years ago, it was Daniel Bryan's time. And for some reason, Vince he gets stuck on these things, and unless you basically hijack the company's social media accounts and hijack the crowds, which fans are not going to do for Strowman. If fans did it for Strowman, you probably would, but fans haven't hijacked the shows chanting, put Strowman in the main event or something like that. So he's not going to get that benefit of them switching it at the last minute, as apparently they did with Daniel Bryan, even though that's still kind of a urban legend mystery about what really happened there. Actually, no, I think Daniel Bryan did come out and say it was a last minute thing, so whatever. Yeah, Strowman, it's his time right now. He is the most over babyface in the company right now. He's got all the momentum in the world. He's a fresh face. He is one of the most improved wrestlers of the last couple of years. He's a big man. He is everything, and you would think he's everything Vince McMahon wants except for one thing. He's not as cosmetically appealing as Roman Reigns. Because I think if Strowman was a little bit more pretty boy, as if he was more marketable with his face, Vince would put him in there, but Vince probably sees him more like a modern-day Big John Studd, which in a lot of ways, for those of you who remember Big John Studd, that pretty much is a good way to describe Braun Strowman. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, here's one. Bats, 1986. Here in England in 1992, we only got 1 hour of WCW back then. First time I watched any WCW content. They showed Vader beat Sting at the Ray Bash, and was hooked instantly. Yeah, that match was awesome. I cannot wait in my retrospective videos to get to Ray Bash 92. That's one of the more Sting versus Vader from Bash 92 is a very innovative match that doesn't get enough credit. Weeks later, I was jumping around when Ron Simmons beat Vader for the gold. What a great wrestling moment that was. Yeah, and that's on my remembering Ron Simmons as the first black world heavyweight champion of a major wrestling company. Yes, I know. There are other people that won regional titles. Bobo Brazil kind of won the NWA championship, but he didn't, and the NWA to this day says they don't recognize the title change that happened, so it doesn't count. Doesn't count if they don't count it. Just like the Rockers were never really WWF Tag Team Champions because the WWF never acknowledges the fact that the Rockers as the World Tag Team Champions. So anyway, all that is Ron Simmons. That again, I covered that in the video. If you guys haven't seen it, check that out on my channel. That was one of the coolest live events I'd ever been to because all of that was a surprise. Nobody there knew what was going to happen. I was there the only time my sister and my mother ever went to a wrestling show with me. They were not into wrestling, but they, very proud, especially my sister, very pro-black, and for them to be there, it was just so ironic that they were there to see the first ever nationally recognized black world heavyweight champion in pro wrestling. And I told them about it, and then they got so excited about it because, for those of you who are not part of the African American community, stuff like that does matter to us so much. It's because when we see those first, I mean, whatever you think about Barack Obama, just him being the first kind of, sort of, almost totally black, because he's half black, half white, but we consider him black. Okay, most of the world considers him black. To see the first black
call himself a black man.
To see the first black world.
Mama said he's black man. You're a black man.
So those are monumental historic things that you can never. If you happen to be there when things like that happen, you just go, oh my God, I just witnessed something historic, and that's cool. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna do more of these in the future. I'm gonna try maybe to do these maybe once every 2 weeks. So if you have any comments or questions or anything else, of course, as always, let your voice be heard in the comment box in any of my videos. You can tweet me as well. I might do Twitter next week, or in the next 2 weeks, and do a Twitter question and answer mailbag session. So until then, I'll see you guys. Enjoy everything this week.
All right.
Finished
up another quest later today. Baby.
I'm also kind of hoping to do my. I have to do some clever editing for this one. But my next Watch More Wrestling video where I cover a wrestling company that
you do it fast? Shit.
So stay tuned for those videos. I thank you and appreciate all you guys who've written in and have supported my channel over the past couple of years. I definitely love it. And I'll see you guys soon for more Wrestling Around. Have a good day. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Wrestling Rant, and this is a news break. So we had a lot of action this past week, and I'm sorry it's been a while since I've actually done a video. I know I've been slacking on them lately. A lot of other things have come up in life, but I did watch the New Japan anniversary show this past Monday night / Tuesday morning here in the States on the East Coast. And it was a pretty good show. It was a shorter show again than most of the regular New Japan shows.
Oh, someone's making a wish on Dragon Balls.
Like every time you kind of
someone's making a wish
kind of like,
on the Dragon Balls. I know what I'm wishing for. Someone, I'm gonna wish to be an adult. It's not gonna be a full. It's not gonna be a full size man. God damn it! I only need 2 more Dragon Balls, man. 2 more. It's crazy. Okay, I gotta kill someone.
A smaller show, you know, don't expect too much. They always, oh, not always, but they most of the time over-deliver, and when you're not even expecting it. And this show over-delivered for what it was, especially the feature match, the semi-main, and the main event. So the feature match was Tetsuya Naito taking on Taichi Go Home, and this was Taichi's coming out party. I have had no use for Taichi for the longest time. Could not stand the character, just didn't like the character at all, the stupid lip-syncing thing, but in this match, boy, he came across as a player, man. He went toe-to-toe with Naito, some great moments in this match, some great spots. Naito, of course, wins the match, but it was a tough win for Tetsuya Naito, who's now looking forward to his match in the New Japan Cup. Now, I want to mention this too, is that Don and Kevin Kelly talked about this. There's apparently some meta stuff happening with this match that, and Kevin Kelly explained it during the broadcast, but the short version of this, and I didn't know about this, is Taichi and Taka Michinoku had their own independent show that Naito kind of debuted on. Naito was in the main event. He didn't really have anything kind to say about the show, legit, that Taichi and Taka Michinoku put on. So there was kind of that little thing going on here. The subtext of this match. Taichi, after the match, of course, tells Naito that he's got some problems coming up because Zack Sabre Jr. is coming. Naito will be facing Zack Sabre Jr. in the first round of the New Japan Cup coming up later this week. I'm kind of expecting now that Zack Sabre Jr. is going to beat Naito, just the way it looks, but we'll see. The semi-main event match was for the IC Championship. Minoru Suzuki defending against Togi Makabe. New Japan let the music slip this time, because they usually, for Makabe's entrance music over here in the States, they usually say it's copyrighted, but never mind. But this, again, another match that I did not think was going to be all that great, actually turned out to be pretty damn good. This was the old Makabe that we haven't seen for, maybe a year or so in New Japan since he was in the Never Open Championship rankings, but he would perform excellently. There were a couple of spots that were a little bit of botchy, but Suzuki went to go put the armbar on the ropes and slid off, and Makabe kind of fell to the floor and some stuff like that. But those things aside, the rest of the match was pretty damn good. Some pretty hard hits in this match. Minoru Suzuki throws a forearm like nobody else. I mean, it sounds like a gun's going off every time. What is up and pow, bang up out of somebody. It's awesome. Suzuki wound up, of course, retaining, and then we went into. He gave this long speech. I haven't seen the translation for it, but apparently it was a big hit with the Japanese crowd. It's all in Japanese, so I haven't seen the translation yet. But Suzuki talked about himself. Of course, Minoru Suzuki as IC champion, along with Hiroki Goto as the Never Openweight champion, and along with Kazuchika Okada as the IWGP World Champion. All of them are subject to be able to be challenged by the winner of the New Japan Cup. We will get into the New Japan Cup later this week. I was supposed to do it this past weekend, but again, life has kind of gotten in the way of that. Main event, though, was between Kazuchika Okada and Will Ospreay, kind of bringing back the tradition of the annual show, the anniversary show of the Junior Heavyweight Champion taking on the World Heavyweight Champion. And again, another match I was like, that should be good. Some potential match of the year candidate for me. This was awesome. If you haven't seen this match, definitely check it out. New Japan World. You can see Ospreay versus Okada. Man, this match with Ospreay was excellent. Okada's always good. The dynamic between the two of them is something I kind of want to see again, because this, I mean, the ebbs and flows in this match, the near falls, and the pacing of it, the way they started, it's a classic, well done wrestling match. It's exciting to watch as an actual match. I can't give it enough praise. This is another one of these great matches that we've seen this year. So far, 2018 is shaping up to be a pretty darn good for pro wrestling across the board from all companies so far. So New Japan, of course, not going to be outdone. They're going to throw a bunch of good stuff at us, and they did with the anniversary show. In other news, we also have a big question mark, literally, around Rey Mysterio Jr. So he's, of course, booked, apparently, and they still said that it's still on, apparently, the match between him and Jushin Thunder Liger at the Strong Style Evolve show in Long Beach, California, coming up at the end of the month. There will also have been a lot of rumors about him taking on John Cena at WrestleMania. Apparently that's not going to happen, but the latest reports that have come in is that Mysterio is confirmed to have a torn bicep. It's a partial tear. It's a lot like what Hiroshi Tanahashi in New Japan has, who wrestled with a torn bicep for almost most of last year, and just recently got a break from it, but supposed to be a 6-week thing to rest up on. Nobody knows. It's not confirmed whether or not he's going to be doing the Strong Style event show. We're still on a wait and see basis with that. I'm be curious to see what they can do, because if you have a torn bicep, it's very hard to do some of the lifting moves, so you might see a little bit more aerial offense if Mysterio does wrestle that match, something that's not going to require him to do a lot of lifting or a lot of pulling or a lot of strain on the arm. Although New Japan match, well, actually all of the wrestling companies these days, even with legitimate injuries, they seem to kind of play with that during the match, so there's still a hold and wait and see thing with that. As far as him in the WWE, apparently he's still under contract negotiations for kind of that Chris Jericho kind of deal with WWE to pop in for a few shows for a month here, a month there, whatever else it is. Which again is just kind of a new phase. It's not quite the Brock Lesnar contract thing, but I call it the Chris Jericho contract thing, where he comes in, does his stuff, but he's not full-time. Although I do suspect because of what happened with Jericho, they might do something where he can't wrestle anywhere else, until the contract's over, which Jericho wasn't under contract anyway, but I don't think it's going to be on a handshake. I think it'll probably be something where it's a little bit more legitimate. Kind of a, yeah, if you're going to wrestle with us, and you're going to wrestle with us when, on schedule. So there's a lot more that happened this past week, but I've got a lot of news to catch up on in the pro wrestling world. But let me know what you guys thought about the New Japan anniversary show. If you checked it out this past Monday night to Tuesday morning, what do you think about the chances are of Rey Mysterio actually showing up at Strong Style Evolved? Do you think he's even going to make a cameo probably at WrestleMania? Let your voice be heard in the comment box below. Until then, I'll see you guys next time for more news, rumors, and commentary here on Wrestling Right. Have a good day.
Devour. Mac and cheese and bacon.
Dude, you missed the whole game.
Devour the taste of your dreams.
And think about that, you know, and again, I'm gonna repeat myself, like, that doesn't happen before you. There's not another guy that Undertaker is gonna get in there with in a world title match.
Oh, shit. All right, man. Shit. Recover some fucking life, man. shit. Alright, man. Fuck. Turn these damn quests in, man. Since YouTube likes to crash so much, let's put some podcasts on. Yes! Quest finished. Now, let's go find this eccentric Parunga. Yes, sir. Find this motherfucker, we gonna beat his ass. Yeah. Yes. God damn it. Masengo! Alright, there we go. Alright, well, this is where the Parunga is supposed to appear. Let's go ahead and recover our health first. Maximum Dragon, huh? About to get the business. Don't worry. You think it's work. You finna get this work. Do this. Get this work! Get this work! That's right. That's right! That's right! I don't even know where this is at. This manufacturing extract shit. And then this is rank matches. I'm not doing that shit. God damn it, dude. Really? Take it! Popo Stone, baby. All right. Let's see. Well, I don't have to do any of my quests here, so let's go. Request to turn in. It's good, man. Hopefully I'll level up off this shit. Yes! I got my Piccolo cloak. Da 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 da. Oh yeah, bro. I need to take the motherfucking Dogi off now. Man, I look like a beast. Look at me. Looking like a beast. Alright, let me put my Dogi back on because yeah, it just looks kinda cool. I need to sell this shit. Let's see. I need to get wherever I need to go quickly, so go! Oh, someone left the guild. Oh shit. Jackie left the guild. That sucks. Let's pick this quest up. Did you find the Namek Cotton Seed? What do I do? What do I do? Oh, wait a minute. Oh! I know what I have to do. Shit. I didn't even think about it. I bet you have to keep fucking... Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about it. I probably have to fucking protect the fucking thing from getting hurt. shit. I didn't even think about this shit, bro. I was like, okay, hold on. There's something I have to protect. Oh, shit. Alright, cool. We Gucci now. We Gucci, baby. Ah, figured it out. I follow this damn thing around. I hate quests like this. All good. I finally figured it out. It's all good. We got it fixed. Now, we're gonna finish this quest up to be done. Done and over with, baby. Wait, done and over with, baby. Yeah. Let's do this, bitch. Let's get it. Uh-oh. Masenko! Give it to him. Yes, sir. Y'all weren't ready. Y'all weren't ready, man. Inventory's full. Oh shit. That's right. I forgot I still got to clear my damn inventory out. Oh wow. Maximum stack of the wireless popo. You know what? Let's discard that. Same thing. Actually, no. Let's not discard the iron. Not yet. Medicinal water. Let's get rid of that. I don't need that shit. Yeah. Yay, yay! Cha. With Gucci. Alright, we're gonna take a quick break. Take a quick break. Be back. Back! Alright. Alright. Come on, now that is an interesting. Shinron takes 1 Dragon Ball if you do not make a wish within time. Be careful. Huh. That is an interesting piece of information. Oh, they're not the same. They are not the same! I'm gonna just get rid of this wireless popo because I got a max stack. I don't need any more. And alright, let's roll, man. Let's roll. Should we kill some fucking? Okay, let's kill some fast swords, man. Oh.
Clap. Pustule. Jowls. Nugget. Herbal. Mirror. Obus. Pork. If you hear certain words on the job site, baloney. Work can be uncomfortable. Tender. So at least get work gear that's comfortable. Timberland Pro work shirts, pants, and boots. Head to toe, Timberland.
That's what I'm playing with. My name's Peter Rosenberg. That guy is the physically large, sometimes congested, SG to the mother effing G. How are you, bud?
Woo! I'm doing great. P, how you doing?
You know, I'll be honest, a little better, a little irritated. Don't really feel like doing the podcast tonight. But guess what? I wanted to be honest and blunt with the audience because I feel that they are their family. So rather than pretend, why not just keep it 1,000? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, might as well. They're gonna find out anyway.
Right. So I feel like I already feel better saying that. It actually makes me more happy to be here to do it. So, yeah. But that being said, there were a couple things this week. You know, I won't say I was. You know what, SGG? There are things I'm interested in. There are things worth talking about, and it is Mania season. So I'll get there, SGG. But this is one of those times where I gotta give it up. I might have felt like doing the podcast even less had it not been for the awesome emails I got this week from the people who reach out at rosenbergbeats@gmail.com, which has quickly become less of an email address about my album making, which it was supposed to be, and more just a home for cheap emails. But shout out to Christopher Brown, who reached out about WrestleMania 34 Heat and Greet that he thinks we should have. Shout out to Nicholas Deas, who was telling me all about his wrestling tournament that he wants to do for March Madness, which was an interesting idea. Shout out to Gary, who said that I need to get the drop of Roman Reigns and Chubby Jewish Man from Raw Talk a couple weeks ago. Shout out to Justin, Robbie, Tyler, who hit me up asking about heel Bailey and whether I could see any potential in a maniacal, hugging heel Bailey character.
kind of like where she turns stalkerish. I think there is some value there, so I appreciate that. Anyways, everyone who emails, because Twitter's been kind of whack, so all the emails I appreciate. And SGG, let's not waste any time. Bear, what are you doing? Why are you moving the blankets, Bear? Bear's making himself very comfortable here.
As he should.
As he should. Where do you want to start this week, SGG?
Let's get the Republic right out of the way. Hillbilly Jim to the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yes, Hillbilly Jim to the WWE Hall of Fame. You think this is Repug?
I do.
Wow. This is not a take I've gotten yet. I haven't really spoken about it much. Tell me your thoughts.
It's sort of a pub that he wasn't already in the Hall of Fame. I might just assume that he was there. But at the same time, too, he doesn't, like, I don't have a memorable Hillbilly Jim moment that I can think of that stands out. I don't think he was ever a champion. I know he was very popular in the 80s. My brother had a Hillbilly Jim action figure that I remember distinctly. But other than that, I don't, like, being very popular and being a Hall of Famer, Hall of Fame worthy, feels like two different things to me. And I don't think he crosses that line into Hall of Fame status.
Well, I'll tell you what, SGG, it's an interesting thought you bring up about did he cross the threshold? Because I believe what he was your standard issue, like, house show babyface. Meaning, I think we might have had this conversation on the podcast, or I had it with someone in real life, and I haven't had it on the podcast. Like, Great Khali, for example. Great Khali doesn't mean that much on TV. But go to a house show and see how much he pops the crowd. Now, granted, slightly different, of course, because part of it with Khali is just his freakish size, right? But the point is, there are some guys who, while their characters on TV don't mean that much, they're just over, you know? And I think that was the case with Hillbilly Jim. But to your point, you know, I guess what does it mean to be a Hall of Famer? What is that threshold? Like, is being just over enough? I'm looking here at the wrestling album, which is like prime Hillbilly Jim time. And you look at the album cover. If you Google it right now, just go Google the wrestling album. This was the first WWF album, and such a high percentage of people on this cover are in the Hall of Fame. And my point in that is saying, that's to say that a lot of the people who were prominent in that era are just in the Hall of Fame. They're just in already. Like, this cover, Okerlund, in. Ventura, in. Vince, doesn't count. Finkel, in. Savage, in. Blassie, in. Albano, in. JYD, in. Jimmy Hart, in. Is Morocco in? Morocco, in. I think Johnny V is in the back. Not in. Killer Bees, not in. And then the one person on this cover who's not in, who should be in over everyone else, who is more deserving than every inductee this year, Miss Elizabeth. But I don't really understand the deal with that. But I'll say this: my point is, SGG, it seems like they basically put in everybody from this era.
Yeah, and I mean, some of them you can definitely understand why, right? Macho Man Randy Savage, there's no questions to be had there. Most of those classic managers, Mr. Fuji, classic Freddie Blassie, of course, right? Jesse the Body Ventura, of course. But I mean, the Killer Bees, there's a reason they're not in. You know what I mean? There's a reason that Hillbilly Jim hasn't made it in yet. And like I said, I think it's just because they don't cross that threshold into being the, you know, the upper echelon of talent, to me.
But it's funny, I mean, Hillbilly Jim, the Killer Bees are like the Hillbilly Jim of tag team.
Yeah.
Yo, was good. You see that name there? RDD was good. Welcome to the Retro Gaming Dojo, my man. It's good. Hope you're being very well today. Man, I wish I could fucking fly. Fuck this, I'm jumping on the bike. Jumping on the bike, kid. Alright, let's see. I haven't seen any of these turbo fast swords. I know they're here in the wastes. Just haven't found any of them yet. That's a problem. That's a problem. Cause I need that in my life. I need it in my life right now. You know what? Fuck this shit. Oh, good. I got a ton of these scrolls. Good shit. Fuck this. We're gonna fly. Got flying scrolls. I'm not taking any more time. There we go. There's too much goddamn walking. Oh, they're over here with the wasp. This mission's over here with the wasp and shit? Fuck this place. Oh, I have to talk to Chandelier. Chandelier. Please be done with your quest line. Motherfucker, I still got shit to do for you? Oh, okay, good. It's something I can just turn in. Go, fly as fast as you can! Fly! Hopefully I can get there before my flight time runs out. These flight scrolls don't last very long. It'd be great when I can actually fly. Like flight. Cause this non-flying shit sucks. Okay, got some chatting going on here. I hear it. I don't see it. Maybe it's just the uptime. Alright, please be done with this quest. Damn you! No! I don't want to do anything else for you. Go. Damn, 700 meters? I'm probably not gonna make that. Oh wait, maybe I am. All the way to the Namekian village. What up, though? But on the real, I shouldn't be turning in quests in this place anymore. Like what the fuck, man? I should be done. Like, no more quests in the beginning intro area. Like, what the fuck, man? I thought we were past this. Alright. Are we done now? Purunga, Nunamic. Okay, I got you. Really? There's another quest, isn't there? Motherfucker. Corin Forest. Really? Life goes better once you reach level 30? Yeah. Don't I know it, man? I hate being under level freaking 25, man. I think 30 is when you can start actually flying yourself, right? Come on, bro. No, cancel. Where's this guy at? I gotta go to Corin Forest. Alright, well. Let's go! I gotta find these turbo fast SARs, man. I need to finish this quest up. So I take it you're a DBO player. What race do you play, man, if you don't mind me asking? Wow, I wish the server didn't have the hiccups. Oh my goodness. Alright, man. No. Put the podcast back on.
Yeah,
baby.
I have the poster in my room. The killer bees were popping. I found it the other day. It's in mint condition, the poster, by the way. Killer bees were over. They never had a title. They didn't really need a title. They were just super popular. Are they Hall of Famers? If the Hall of Fame was like a real sports Hall of Fame, no. And neither is Hillbilly Jim. But this isn't that. That's the thing. I mean, this class in general, it's an interesting.
That's interesting. That's pretty awesome. Freaking swordsman. I'm running out of stamina here. Oh, found what I needed. Thank you, finally, man. I was wondering what these damn things were. Alright, I'm gonna kill these fast swords, finish up this quest. I picked an Namekian warrior. I don't know what class I'm gonna go for afterwards. But, we'll see. Oh, wait a minute. He didn't drop anything. Motherfucking bitch. That is module, man. You did say module. Bro, it's not. Are you just not gonna give me the sample for these guys? Really? Is this what we're doing now? You're just not gonna give me drops? What the fuck? Come on now. Let's not bullshit on your boy. Okay? Okay, there we go. Let's get those samples now. What the fuck, man? Your boy's playing with the beast Namekian now. You know what? I really wish this game had that's in other MMOs. Like pets that attack. And you do a pet, but obviously it's just an egg and it's just sitting there. Like, I wish it was like a pet that could attack and do stuff. It'd be nice, you know. Be kind of fucking awesome. Help me out in battle and everything. It'd be really fucking cool. Kinda sucks that it can't. I don't know, maybe when the egg hatches it can. Also, it kinda sucks that how slow his experience goes at, man. Like, I know you can get the pet feed, and that helps, but it's like, dude, like, really? Them shits ain't easy to get. Alright, kill 4 more of these bastards, and then, really? Alright. Well, I am close to leveling up too. Oh, wait, I should pop the EXP potion. Do I have one? I don't think I do. No. Damn it. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. Oh, yeah. Pop that EXP boost, brother. Need that in my life, brother. Let's see. Level 14. I got my Poco earrings, Poco ring. Level 16. Level 16. Level 16. So that's good. Alright, yeah, we're looking good here. We're looking good. Alright, 2 more of these fucking things, and then, I can turn that quest in, which is good. Hopefully it's the last of that tree. By the way, IDD, if you're still here, what platform are you watching from, if you don't mind me asking?
It's an interesting class, SGG.
Yeah, I don't even understand, like, for some classes they have like a little theme to them, you know what I mean? And before they announced Hillbilly Jim, I guess the theme could have been like Attitude Era years of people who were very popular between 97 and 2001. But Hillbilly Jim just makes this a weird class to me. I don't understand.
It feels like this is the worst class ever.
That is harsh, but I would agree with that.
It's harsh. It's harsh. But 2017, Rick Rude, he's a Hall of Famer no matter what you do.
Yep.
Beth Phoenix, probably a Hall of Famer no matter what. You know, she was in the Royal Rumble, 3-time women's champion. Like, it was a little early, but Beth Phoenix is ultimately probably a Hall of Famer, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I wish I had the
DDP. His story alone is just amazing. It's an amazing story.
And like these are world champions that we're talking about too.
By the way, world champions and DDP still popping to this day.
You know what?
Theodore Long, not as distinguished a career, but in terms of how many things he was involved in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, you could argue that he actually did have probably the most distinguished career out of anybody in the Hall of Fame, just because of the different roles that he did in his career, like the length of his career and the fact that he was like a manager here, a referee there, a GM here, you know, like I believe he was managing Doom when they were tag team.
No, I think what you just said was it. I think you said most distinguished in the Hall of Fame. I think would be a bit of a stretch, but I do think he's deserving. And then Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's been a Hall of Famer since like his first month in the company.
Yeah.
So that was last year. The year before that, you have Stan Hansen, like no conversation. Big Boss Man. The Godfather.
The Godfather is tough.
He's not a slam dunk.
No. Now Charles Wright is an easy Hall of Famer though, but the Godfather character itself is tough.
Jacqueline, you know, when you first hear her name, she doesn't jump out at you, but when you really think about it, how good she was, and she's the first black women's champion.
Yeah, that gets my vote right there.
And then Sting, and then I won't go over every class ever, but the year before you have Kevin Nash, you have Savage. Before that, you have Razor, Barbera, Lita, Jake, Warrior in the same class. Year before that, Booker, Bruno, Trish, Backlund, Foley.
Which
before that,
2013
Yoko.
is a strong class too. Like 2013 is a
2013 is nuts how good it is. But if you go back, all of them have like one just complete and total slam dunk. This year's class, the Dudleys are a slam dunk, don't get me wrong. They have they're 100% Hall of Famers, no matter how you cut it. But they're just interesting because they're both them and Goldberg, who are ultimately so far like the headliners of the class. They're not neither one when you first picture them do you associate with WWE.
Yeah.
And then after that, it just kind of drops off a cliff to Jeff Jarrett. Ivory, makes sense for a few reasons, but when you're naming your greatest women ever, I don't know that I ever hear people how often she comes up in the conversation.
Nah, like it's no. I was gonna say top 5, but I don't even know if she makes the top 10.
It's tough. So I mean, in that sense, honestly, I'll tell you what. Hillbilly Jim for me, you want to know the craziest thing? I ask you this honestly. For me personally, who I will pop for, so far he's second to the Dudley Boys.
Which is fair though. I feel like most people who got into wrestling in the mid 80s will pop for Hillbilly Jim today. But But at the same time, does that mean that Hillbilly Jim belongs in the same Hall of Fame as Randy Savage and Don Morocco and forget about the greatest names of all time, but like the big names of his era? No, he does not. Like, far from.
I hope he gets WrestleMania 3.
Oh my gosh.
He defended those little guys with honor. All 4 of them.
He let one almost get killed though, no?
Yeah. Well, that happened. But when King Kong Bundy turned on the little people in his tag team, Hillbilly Jim defended everyone. I'll tell you what, though. Hillbilly Jim could get up there from that elbow he delivered. He got up high. You go back and watch WrestleMania 3, he skied. Like, listen, there was something about his character that just wasn't tough, but damn it if it wasn't super likable. It was a damn likable babyface. And he's a big son of a gun, too. And I'll tell you one thing. He came up to do promo when Legends House came up. He came to the radio station. And I'll tell you what. He is a very entertaining dude to this day. He has a show on Sirius. He's a real entertaining dude.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen. I'm not saying I don't like Hillbilly Jim. I'm just saying I don't like him for the Hall of Fame. Especially when they build an actual building and then they have to enshrine people and put up exhibits, and you have to imagine the Hillbilly Jim section, when you compare it to the Ric Flair section or even the Hulk Hogan section or the Shawn Michaels section. Hillbilly Jim has to get a little corner in the top of the building somewhere that nobody goes to.
Fair enough. Anyways, though, it's a reasonable argument. I can see why people would argue the other way around. But I certainly understand where you're coming from. SGG, I'll submit in things that happened outside the ring. The unbelievable article about Cody Rhodes in the ring.
Oh, man.
Did you read it?
I did. And for anybody who hasn't read it, they need to stop what they're doing, pause this, and then read it and then come back so you can feel what we're about to get into right now, because that article was just like, it was a lot, and it was everything, and it was beautiful, like, really well done.
Well, listen, we have to start with this starting point. Cody Rhodes' wife is black, so you love him. Let's just be honest. Let's just start right there. He's already starting on. He's starting on Greg's good side. Listen, I thought I appreciated what Cody's been doing, but this article really gives you insight into like where it all comes from, and just it really, the author does a magnificent job like reminding you why he had to leave WWE and how what he's doing is so after his dad's heart. You know, and I'll tell you what, Greg, I mean, everyone should just go read it. Just go Google Cody Rhodes, The Ringer. It'll come right up. It's a very long read, but man, I mean, you will shed tears reading about his last moments with Dusty. It's a lot, man. Like it's a lot.
That was so sad, man.
And it really took me back to, from a wrestling standpoint, it really took me back to how bummed out we were on this podcast when they didn't handle him and Goldust right.
Yeah.
And when after Dusty died, he came back as Stardust. I forgot about how much that bothered me. Honestly, like, time flies, and you stop thinking about it, and then you realize, oh, damn, it was really whack how this ended. He really did have to leave.
It really was.
And now he's really making it happen. Like, he really has gone and done all these things he set out to do. And now he's attempting to put together a 10,000 person, show. A show with an audience of 10,000 in Chicago in September, all in. And it could happen. And how amazing that would have been. It's a pretty cool story, man. I just, if you got it 20 minutes. How long did that article take you, SUG? It took me a while. It took me a good 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, it took me about the same, about a good half an hour.
Yeah, you gotta dial in. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna have a quick bathroom trip, it's not the article for you. But if you plan on going in, then that's what you're gonna read.
Yeah. If you got a good long commute on the subway, then
that's another way of thinking about it.
Definitely have this article queued up and ready to go.
Yeah, I went directly to the toilet, but you are classier.
Well, you drive though. You drive. For those of us who public transportation gets us through the day, somebody else is doing the driving.
Speaking of driving, by next week I'll be able to tell you guys about my new car that I'm getting tomorrow. Heel Rosenberg getting a heelish automobile SGG, which I'm very excited about. I'm not the world's biggest car guy. I don't believe in spending lots of time at car dealerships. I've never been about like spending a ton of money on cars. But my boy Paul, who runs a place called Lease Quit, shout out to leasequit.com. He can get you out of your lease and get you in a new whip. And he did it for me last time. And he did it for me this time. Until tomorrow, he's dropping off my 2018 black BMW X5. You know what I'm saying, SGG? We ain't playing games. I'm gonna be driving down the street, blasting "Grinding All My Life" by Nipsey Hussle in the official new heel Rosenberg mobile, courtesy of Lease Quit. So I'm excited about getting that. All right, SGG, outside the ring, anything else that we need to hit?
Just a couple of more quick hits. Vince McMahon made it on Forbes' list of billionaires this year.
Oh, back
Apparently his net worth, as of today, is up at $1.8 billion.
Good shit.
Which is crazy.
Whoa.
I didn't realize the chairman was doing that well. I didn't realize that he had such a good year.
Damn, he had that good a year?
Yep, he's at $1.8 billion as of the time of this recording, which is nuts.
Woo! That is 1.8?
It's nice.
1.8.
It's nice.
You know, I guess he won't need to go get the hookup at Lease Quit.
I guess not.
He could go get the Bentley
Yes,
full price
sir.
Maybach. He can take the top off his Maybach, no problem. Light work.
I guess not.
By the way, I think Vince does have a Maybach.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I believe that's the whip that he whips around in Connecticut. I think I've heard that.
Yeah, he definitely
And you
whips
can
it
catch
around,
it.
'cause I can't see him having a driver. I heard like he gets crazy behind the wheel.
He does have a driver a lot, but there are times when he's in a rush and Vince is just driving. He's just taking, he's going. I mean, Bruce Pritchard, by the way, when's he going to be a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, he deserves to go to Hillbilly Jim.
The countdown's on for that too, because now that Bruce is popping again, that's happening. But he tells a great story about Vince speeding in like the pouring rainstorm, like from Long Island, from Nassau Coliseum all the way back to Connecticut. Also, I see Jeff Hardy cleared to return.
Yep, Jeff Hardy is cleared for return. So we don't know when he's gonna be back or where he's gonna be, but you have to figure that he shows up in this ultimate deletion situation that they have with going on with Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt.
I see a headline here about an interview with Honky Tonk Man of country-loving Southern wrestlers. Hillbilly Jim or Honky Tonk. Honky Tonk's more deserving than Hillbilly, isn't he?
Absolutely. 1000%.
That year reign with the IC title.
Yeah, that alone made Honky Tonk Hall of Fame worthy. Because just think about what he did also during that reign. Like, didn't he smash the guitar over Macho Man's head during that reign?
Oh, he smashed the guitar over many people's heads. He also...
When the Hart Foundation was holding Macho Man down, and he smashed the guitar over Macho Man's head that made Miss Elizabeth go down and get Hulk Hogan to bring him down to start the formation of the Mega Powers.
Oh yeah, yep, indeed that happened. And on top of that, him getting pinned to give the title to Warrior was such a huge moment.
Yep. And on top of that, Cool, Cocky, and Bad was a fire tune.
What was Cool, Cocky, and Bad again?
That was his song. That was his song that he
I'm cool, well, I'm cocky, I'm bad.
Yeah.
I'm just the honky tonk man.
So if we inducted people with songs, Cool, Cocky, and Bad, I think is I'll put it up there with My Baby Tonight.
Yeah. Wow. And not to mention his Repug tag team Rhythm and Blues. Don't ever.
Not to mention DDP drove them to the ring at WrestleMania 6.
Yep, big facts. Also, I want to spend a few seconds here from our sponsor, okay? I'm going to say a few words here. Flap. Pustule. Jowl.
Fuck out of here.
Uncomfortable. So, are you comfortable? Are you comfortable going to see someone, going to a doctor, having a conversation? Shin Solutions backed by /cheap.
Just saved hundreds of dollars by switching. I go. 50.
A riveting promo on Monday. It wasn't enough to make up for the fact that Brock Lesnar just doesn't show up. I'm sorry. Even his promo, he was talking about how dedicated Brock Lesnar is to the championship and being a champion. And it's like, I felt like, I know he gets out there and BS's people, and Paul Heyman is known as like a master BS artist. But
yeah, that's what he does.
A part of him being a master BS artist is us not realizing that he's BSing us. But if he's gonna BS us and tell us how dedicated Brock is, and I know that Brock doesn't show up, you're not gonna convince me that he's dedicated when he sends you in his place every other Monday. Because face it, you're not there every week either. This promo was a waste to me.
Yeah, it was. It just wasn't believable. Like, even from the perspective of, even if you're living that kayfabe only life, why would it make sense for him to try to convince anyone that this is true? You're telling Roman Reigns about what it takes?
Right.
Roman Reigns is there. Roman Reigns has gone through serious personal tragedy in the last couple of years and was right there back on the road. Like, he's got a family right now. He's gone every week. It just doesn't make sense that that's the angle you would use. So, like, as I said last week, I enjoy Brock Lesnar. I particularly enjoy him wrestling these days more. And sort of the shtick that goes with it, I don't know, it's just hard for it to hold weight anymore. You know, now the upside to that is great, is that I think other people feel that way too. So I think there is a world in which this plays out and Roman Reigns ends up getting cheered at WrestleMania. I do think that's possible.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, listen, the crowd, when it comes to Roman Reigns, they're only stubborn really at 2 points in the match. The very beginning when they say his name, and the very end when they say his name. But during the match, Roman Reigns gets the exact reaction that WWE wants him to get. Like, they cheer, they're into the match. When he does his little Samoan yell right before he does his spear, the crowd is into it. When he gears up for that Superman punch, the crowd is into it. So during the match, the crowd is gonna respond appropriately. And who cares how they respond after the match, because it's done. It's set in stone. There's no going back after that.
Yeah, I agree. I feel the same way. And I'm hopeful that if it continues to follow this, like, I don't know. It seems like people are no longer as with Paul Heyman. So it's going to be easier for them to boo Brock Lesnar and in turn cheer Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I thought Roman was pretty good again.
I did too. And like you said, it's no fault of Paul Heyman that people are starting to turn on him. But he's in a tough spot. He has to come out every week and explain away Brock Lesnar's absence, and the excuses that he has, while they were good before, they just aren't good enough anymore.
But listen, maybe Paul wants this. Maybe they really want people to start booing.
It's working. If that's what they want. There's no reason to doubt that they want that, and it's working for sure.
Well, next week we'll find out what it's like when they get together. And then the other piece you got to start out with this week is segment 1, Ronda Rousey. You know, I'll tell you, I know I could be in the minority. I don't know, actually. I enjoyed the segment on Monday. There are flaws there, of course. Again, still, Ronda, it's a work in progress. But ultimately, though the whole thing is predictable and we know where it's going, I like that they just gave it to us. Like, I'm glad, and we got all of it. They didn't halfway it. We got it. If you know where we're going, let's go. Like, I loved Stephanie hitting her in the back and then running out of the ring. Like, I really am enjoying this particular chicken-ish version of Stephanie. Like the most chicken-ish version of her maybe we've ever seen. So yes, Ronda needs to work on her timing. Yeah, I think we all know that the timing on that drum roll was like beyond awkward. She needs to work on her physical movements. You know, from her walk to the ring to her trying to grab Stephanie's arm. All that stuff needs work.
Yeah, and the way she did the Samoan drop too, like.
See, I think I'm fine with how the Samoan drop worked though. I thought it garnered the ooh that you wanted it to garner, I think.
Yeah, but like the way she hooked Stephanie's arm, like the way she dropped on her shoulder instead of dropping back onto Stephanie's back. Now, like, Riff, you're fine with how it looked now because she ended up fine. But imagine if she would have, like, popped her shoulder out of place or injured herself on a Samoan drop just because she didn't hold Stephanie properly. Like, where does that leave us for WrestleMania? I mean, it's fine when she, you know, fumbles her words and botches a drum roll in the promo in the lead-up, but, like, to risk injury on a Samoan drop, like one of the most basic moves there is, she gotta get that right. Because next time it might not be her shoulder that we have to worry about. It might be Stephanie or Triple H or one of the other women on the roster.
Well, that's a fair point. I mean, I'm not some in-ring expert, but I think we all agree the reason they went Samoan drop is because it's pretty basic. So that's a fair point. Did you enjoy the segment or not?
I did adjust. So I think I'm being hard on Ronda just because she has a lot to prove. Not that I want to see her fail or anything like that, but you know, things like that were more noticeable to me, like the fact that she botched the Samoan drop and the fact that she botched the drum roll and like her delivery. You know, I can admit I'm being a little bit tougher on her than I need to be, but if you set those things aside, she is performing well, and the segment did what it was supposed to do. It set up the tag match that we're going to get at WrestleMania.
Greg, do you think there's a chance we're going to get John Cena inserted in the Nakamura AJ match?
You know, I didn't think so until Cena's promo on Monday and AJ's rebuttal.
I know, me too.
On Tuesday. And then I said, oh man, they are going to do that. Cena is going to get 17 and they are going to make it a triple threat because even though they should have all the faith in the world that Nakamura and AJ Styles are going to put on a fantastic, critically acclaimed WrestleMania match for the championship, the WWE Championship.
Come on.
That seed of doubt was going to be the disruptor in there for WWE to make sure that it's not just the critics who love it, that it does. You know, it's a big box office match, a match they can sell. And, I mean, I was already sold on it, but now I don't know if Cena's going to be in there or not.
I'm sorry, my wife's doing something interesting. I personally, okay, on the surface I want to go, there could not be a bigger mistake than putting John Cena in the middle of this hardcore wrestling fans' dream match of AJ and Nakamura. Okay? And that's generally how I feel. Is like, damn, how big a mistake would this be? Right?
Right.
However, there is part of me that says, from their perspective and what they want to do on WrestleMania, they see an upside to putting John Cena in a big match like this. And John Cena and AJ have an amazing chemistry, and Nakamura can still win the title, and blah 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 blah. But as I'm saying this out loud, it does not convince myself. The bottom line is this: Cena mentioned Undertaker. As far as we all knew, Undertaker wasn't wrestling anymore. The second John Cena mentioned Undertaker to me, that means that they're trying to swerve us, and we're still getting John Cena Undertaker. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think John Cena loses this weekend. Right when he makes you think he can. He doesn't. And he comes out completely dejected next week.
Yeah, but
next week.
No, you go ahead.
Puts us at what's the date? Monday is going to be 10, 11, the 12th. Less than a month from WrestleMania. He'll come out next week completely dejected, like it's over, and Taker will come out and save it.
Yeah, but here's how I ended up convincing myself that maybe John Cena could win, right? Lately, WWE has been in the habit of breaking records for whatever reason. CM Punk just broke a record, longest reigning champion in the modern era. Miz is poised to break Pedro Morales' record. I believe Miz just broke Honky Tonk Man's record too, actually, as the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. New Day just broke a record. And then now you have John Cena coming out there talking about he's going to break a record too. And usually that's just lip service, but lately when superstars have come out and said that that's what they're going to do, it turned out that that's what they did. And so John Cena saying that he's going for 17 and them throwing those graphics on the screen in that annoying way that they do lately with everybody's promos. It caused me to, I can see a world in which they do that, in which he does exactly what they said. He's going to win his 17th championship, set that record, and if AJ wants his rematch, then he gets to that WrestleMania. And that way, Nakamura still gets AJ Styles or the WWE Championship. Cena still gets his record, and here we are with a triple threat.
Well, I hope you're wrong. I still think we end up getting Taker. Just don't think you can mention the dead man and have him not actually end up appearing. I'll tell you what I found to be most mage this week versus what I found to be most repug. On the mage side of things, I have no problem with Finn, Seth, and Miz. I think that's a very Mania-like triple threat match for the IC. To me, that feels like a big, meaningful match that elevates the IC title. I don't know what else you would do with those guys, so I'm not mad. Although it does leave me in a quandary about someone who's on my repug list, and that would be Braun Strowman. I don't know where we're going to go with Braun Strowman, and the only reason he's on my repug list is just like, I get it. Braun is Braun, and he's the man, and I'm all for it. But I really wish that Elias didn't have to be the person making him look like the man every week. It just seems backwards. Elias is huge and over. Like, it's one thing to get beat up, but like he's gotten like nearly maimed twice.
But does that
now
set him up for a big win?
he did get some offense in though.
Does that set him up for a big win against Braun eventually somewhere that we don't see coming?
Maybe, but I mean, are people going to care about that if he's continuously just gotten the living-ish beaten out of him? I don't know. Maybe. I liked the fun little thing, the running outside the arena. Actually, I kind of enjoyed that. And taking off.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. I just didn't need like the piano dropped on him. I just thought I was like, all right. Like, yes, you want Braun to look mage, but Elias is like literally after Braun. Elias is one of the biggest dudes on that roster. So like, you don't want him to be totally minimized just to continue to make Braun look mage when Braun already looks mage. I'd rather have kept them apart and had Elias singing about him and then ducking him. And then finally getting his comeuppance and having the guitar and everything destroyed at WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see a world where Elias is able to evade Braun Strowman for a long time. Even to the point where like even we sit here and say, yo, when is he gonna get his hands on him? And then when he finally does, it matters. So I agree with you there. Like they could have stretched it out a little bit more. I don't mind that it's going the way that it's going, because hopefully that means that Elias finds a way to get one over on Braun, and that makes him look even bigger. But I could see what you're saying too, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe in the long run it'll end up being better for Elias, and I'm just not seeing it. Also on the Repug front, the awkward Bailey dissing Sasha's hug. Like, this is moving too slow. Like, let's get them cracking. Where are they going?
I still don't think this means heel Bailey, but yeah, it was weird to me.
Yeah, I don't know if it means heel Bailey or not, but it just hasn't been. It's just clunky. That's a word I use a lot. It's just been clunky to me, and neither of them are absolutely great at telling stories outside of the ring. And they're being left to do this basically by themselves. Flip side of that coin, man, I was left after Asuka, Nia Jax. They told a beautiful story in the ring.
Yeah.
They really, really did. And I was left after that being like, part of me, like, there's a world in which their chemistry is so good that I love the idea of Nia eventually, by just sheer effort and good matches, eventually beating Asuka, and basically becoming a babyface just by eventually climbing that mountain.
Yeah.
And no one looks worse for it.
Nope.
Because Asuka still gets to beat Nia like 5 times. and then when she loses, it's like, well, she lost, but she lost to Nia Jax. And Nia gets to look mage for eventually beating Asuka. I'm calling it right now. Asuka's first loss has to be to Nia Jax.
Yeah, especially after Monday, I agree, because they have, like you said, they have really good chemistry, and that armbar and the way they were both so relentless, like, I'm not letting go of this armbar, and I'm gonna try to beat you off of my arm with everything that I have until she finally tapped. It was like minutes later too. It was amazing, and I would like to see. You know, we talk a lot about Asuka becoming champion, and I guess we never really delved too deep about who the next champion is after Asuka, like who takes the championship off of her if she does become women's champ. I would like that to be Nia Jax. I could see a world where they have a super competitive match for a women's title, and Nia Jax is the one to finally get a pinfall victory over Asuka.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been mad if this whole thing had led to Nia and Asuka at WrestleMania. I wouldn't have been mad, but I won't be mad if it takes time to get there either. Anything else, SGG, from this week in wrestling that you feel you really want to mention to the world?
Yeah, my jaw dropped when Sami Zayn hit Kevin Owens with that Helluva kick to end SmackDown. My jaw dropped. I did not see that coming. I mean, I saw the Sami Zayn turn coming eventually. I didn't see it coming Tuesday though.
And is it too soon?
Is it too soon? No. Because honestly, I had it happening Sunday, so 5 days early is not, doesn't really hurt anything.
Is there a way that they can recover from this?
I don't think they fumbled. I think what happens now is that this dissension causes them to both lose out on their chance to be WWE champion, and then they go into WrestleMania as opponents, and they get a one-on-one WrestleMania feud match in the middle of the card somewhere that everybody loved. You know, it would have been better for the Square Championship, but they're not there yet. But also, they're going to deliver a great match no matter what. They always do.
Where do you think do you think Jinder Mahal ends up making the main WrestleMania card?
If he does, it would have to be in a United States Championship match. Because his only rivals right now are Randy Orton and Bobby Roode, and both of them are fighting for the United States Championship. So I could see him being inserted there. If not there, then he just year 2 in that Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, I guess. Because I don't see another place for him.
So it'll be interesting. And now do you think it's KO and Sammy at Mania?
Yeah, for sure.
That's it.
Yeah. Don't crowd them around with too many people. Give them a nice little one-on-one match. They've been telling this story since Kevin Owens debuted in NXT, which was like 4 years ago? 4 or 5 years ago? So just let them rock. They got it. They really don't need too many people crowding that space. Just let them go. Let them do what they do. It's going to be a good match. And
I'm just gonna miss them as best friends. I'm gonna miss the yep movement. I'm gonna miss the kisses on the forehead. You know?
I am too. I mean, unless this was all part of their plan and they're swerving us going into Sunday. But
you never know.
You don't.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm watching right now at the face Kevin Owens is making at the end of this match, staring at Sammy, seeing how telling it is. Is it telling enough? Do they leave the door open at all? Who do you think, as of right now, who would the crowd cheer for it?
We're going to go ahead and... yeah, we're going to end it there. Didn't realize I had 3 hours in. That's a good stopping point. It's all good. Thanks for hanging out. You guys are awesome. I will see you gents later. Oh. Oh. That works now. Sweet.